scheduled to run on the side of a bus. I had misgivings.
Misgiving. Misgiving.
I had misgivings. Which were somewhat mollified when they told me I could keep the dress.
Mollify. Mollify.
Somewhat mollified when they told me I could keep the dress. Friday night. In lieu of any actual social life of their own.
Lou. Lou.
In lieu of any actual social life of their own. In lieu of any actual social life of their own, Samantha, Miranda, and Charlotte had all stopped by to live vicariously through my first official date with Mr. Big.
Vicariously. Vicariously.
To live vicariously through my first official date with Mr. Big. Carrie!
Oh, honey, it's fabulous. Bravo.
Bravo. Bravo.
Oh, honey, it's fabulous. Bravo.
Here she goes again with the rules. The women who wrote that book, they wrote it because they couldn't get laid. So they constructed this whole bullshit theory to...
Bullshit. Bullshit.
So they constructed this whole bullshit theory to...
Oh, you've gone up.
Yes, because the number of days that you wait to have sex with a man is directly proportional to your age.
Proportional. Proportional.
And is directly proportional to your age.
The truth is, I was dying to sleep with him, but isn't delayed gratification the definition of maturity?
Gratification. Gratification.
But isn't delayed gratification the definition of maturity? I can't be hemmed in by rules. I go with my emotions.
Hem. Hem.
I can't be hemmed in by rules. I go with my emotions. I will not be the first one to speak, and if he never calls me again, I'll always think of him fondly.
Fondly. Fondly.
And if he never calls me again, I'll always think of him fondly. Or was going out to dinner simply a diversionary tactic to keep me from spending the night? Before I was able to completely indulge my paranoia,
Paranoia. Paranoia.
before I was able to completely indulge my paranoia,
Well, you can buy me dinner sometime. And a CAT scan.
his name was Ted Baker. He was 32 years old, a sports medicine doctor.
Baker. Baker.
His name was Ted Baker. He was 32 years old, a sports medicine doctor. Why not? It was about 3 months ago. Mike had been dumped by Fiona Brooks, a cellist for the Philharmonic.
Cellist. Cellist.
Mike had been dumped by Fiona Brooks, a cellist for the Philharmonic.
And we don't have a lot in common. I mean, you know, most of her friends are in Derry. But she's warm and unpretentious.
Unpretentious. Unpretentious.
But she's warm and unpretentious.
I couldn't decide whether Mike was being shallow or honest. But the question nagged me for days.
Nag. Nag.
But the question nagged me for days.
Did I ever tell you about that jazz musician who lived with his mother in Queens?
Yeah, Alex.
What about the window washer?
Washer. Washer.
Yeah, Alex.
What about the window washer?
Shouldn't be embarrassed?
No, you look fabulous. Besides, there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Yeah, you would say that. You're a publicist.
Publicist. Publicist.
Yeah, you would say that. You're a publicist.
Sweetie, forget about him. You are going to be on the side of a bus. 10 million men are going to be drooling over you every morning on their way to work.
Drool. Drool.
10 million men are going to be drooling over you every morning on their way to work. 10 million men are going to be drooling over you every morning on their way to work. It's the best personal ad I've ever seen in my life.
Samantha had a particular knack.
Knack. Knack.
Samantha had a particular knack.
The rabbi. Excuse me?
You know who I'm talking about.
I cannot believe that the two of you came down here to interrogate me at work.
Interrogate. Interrogate.
I cannot believe that the two of you came down here to interrogate me at work.
That's my yeshiva. I wanted to capture the exuberance of youth.
Exuberance. Exuberance.
I wanted to capture the exuberance of youth. I wanted to capture the exuberance of youth.
Charlotte quickly became intoxicated by his talent.
Intoxicate. Intoxicate.
Charlotte quickly became intoxicated by his talent.
I haven't been able to stop thinking about you.
I adore Trite.
Trite. Trite.
I adore Trite.
How are you? Good to see you.
You remember Phyllis?
Of course, Phyllis. How are you?
Everything good?
Yeah, everything's dandy.
Dandy. Dandy.
Everything good?
Yeah, everything's dandy.
Who is that?
Oh, it's just some guy skied with an aspen.
Aspen. Aspen.
Who is that?
Oh, it's just some guy skied with an aspen.
Miranda waited for the deadbolt to drop and then used the opportunity to ransack Ted's apartment and look for pictures.
Ransack. Ransack.
And then used the opportunity to ransack Ted's apartment and look for pictures. Later that day, the cream of New York gathered to toast the maiden voyage of my bus.
Maiden. Maiden.
Gathered to toast the maiden voyage of my bus.
I guess I've just been waiting all this time for a good kick in the head.
And here I thought that all you really wanted was a good spanking.
Spank. Spank.
And here I thought that all you really wanted was a good spanking.